Hey, it's Jason, Nomadic Pagan. Welcome to week 45. We're doing the 9 virtues. We're doing fertility today, so let's jump right into it. Week 45, fertility. Related requirement number 1. The 9 virtues require reading our own Georgia page 13 and our own Georgia page 81 through 86, which y'all probably already read if y'all did the last couple of virtues we did. Optional reading: A Virtuous Life and The Man Who Planted Trees. Welcome to the 9th of the 9 virtues, fertility. Fertility is, of course, a third in the third triad. I explained in week 13. The triad that corresponds with the producing class. You might consider going back to read through week 13's lesson to get a background if you have forgotten some of it. Homework. The Dedicate Handbook defines fertility as follows: bounty of mind, body, and spirit, involving creativity, production of objects, food, works of art, etc., and appreciation of the physical, sensory nurturing. Read through that statement until you think you understand it. In your Dedicate notebook, answer the following questions. Does that definition cover fertility in your eyes? Is it simply having people over, or Or is there more to it? I don't know. I think that might have been for hospitality. Fertility, having people over. What do y'all think? What does the definition mean by creativity and appreciation of the physical? Do those terms sit well with you? Are they too vague or perhaps too specific? If that definition doesn't quite sit right with you, head to your nearest dictionary and read that definition and that it provides. Write it down. It is strongly recommended that you include a dictionary definition in your final write-up. Do any of those definitions make sense? Can they encompass all that fertility is? Now think of your own personal views of fertility. Try to write it down in words. Feel free to steal phrases from the dictionary or the handbook if you need to. Can you come up with a definition of fertility that makes good sense to you? Now, now think about the people you know whom you call fertile. Examine why you think of them that way. Is it something they know, something they do, or the way they did it, or something they have said? Is it something beyond this? Can you find words to describe it? Does fertility go beyond simply having creativity or having children? Does it involve physical creation or bringing ideas to fruition? What does the DP handbook mean when it talks about appreciation of the physical, essential nurturing? Is it talking about doing something specific, or how does this fit in with the idea of creativity? Think about myths and legends from different cultures. How was fertility shown in the myth and legends? Was there a character in a myth that showed real fertility? How does the fertility displayed in the Greek myth? Uranus reigns upon Gaia, creating life. How does this fit with your idea of fertility? Do you see yourself as a fertile person? Fertile in some ways but not others, perhaps? Not fertile at all? Does one need to show fertility consistently to understand the concept of fertility, or to wonder about fertility? Can anyone have fertility? Think of a time when you have exemplified this virtue. How did you feel? Did you know that this was a virtue at the time? Now think of about a time when you failed to show this virtue. How did that make you feel? Did you feel as if you'd done something wrong or inaccurate? Finally, is fertility a virtue? Is it one that you agree should be on ADF's list? Why was it chosen? What is it about fertility that either makes it a virtue or keeps it from being one? If you had decided that it is not a virtue, would you suggest another term, removing it altogether, or replacing it with something else entirely? Many ADF members have issues with this particular virtue. Why do you think that is? Now go back through your answers to those questions. The form of response was 125 words to describe your understanding of virtue of fertility. Now you have your final essay. Congratulations. Let's go read what I wrote over here at dedicatepath.soulstudiocreations.com. Fertility. The Merriam-Webster defines fertility as the quality of state of being fertile, the birth rate of a population. Dedicate Path defines it as bounty of mind, body of spirit, involving creativity, production of objects, food, works of art, etc., and appreciation of the physical, sensory nurturing. Fertility, the first thing that goes through my mind is being able to have babies. But fertility goes a little deeper than that, I believe. Between being able to give life through birth, plant new trees in the forest, or even being in a mindset to learn new ideas or methods, or even come up with new ideas that were never thought of or lost with time. With fertility being one of the producing class virtues, I can see why. The people who produce things bring new items into the world between food, weapons, and other useful things. They could also relate it to the bards producing musical pieces and poems. For me, I love to garden. I have a knack for creating objects out of wood and cooking food. So for me, fertility is a virtue I am already following, it seems. All right, y'all. Next week, it's going to be week 46, the Three Kindred's final essay. So we'll see you over there. Blessed be.